Been around since the 80s and wasn't always cool, especially with the ladies. I was a damn fool. Dad was an alcoholic. Mama, she had to leave him. Grew up around the fighting, the fussing, cussing, and cheating. That's when I started breaking all of the rules. Selling drugs and robbing people. I was kicked out of school. I was a bad kid, tearing shit up. Sleeping on couches with 40 bottles and cigarette butts. Years go by and I got sick. Stage 4 lymphoma, how'd I get this shit? Lucky to be alive, so I changed my ways. I'm on that good life tip today. I'm looking for the good life, good life. Sitting on top of the world, I wanna be shining like diamonds and pearls. I want you to go there with me, girl. I'm looking for the good life, good life. Baby, we can have it all. We can make love by the waterfalls. I'm living that good life after all.
What's going on, believers? Guys, it has been an interesting day in crypto. This morning, we had the Robinhood announcement with SHIB, which went so crazy that the whole market looked like it was just about to explode. It looked like everything was going to go crazy. And then we got the inflation report, and the inflation report said that inflation was up 8.5%, which is just a phenomenally big number. And that caused the market to start trading sideways, but it didn't go down. Now we are sitting in the market. It's right where it started this morning. So if the Asian markets wake up, and they didn't take any profits yesterday, so if they're on a tear, then we might be in for a good move in the market. Keep your fingers crossed. But here's our big story today. Woke up this morning to news that Shiba Inu, the old classic, was listed on Robinhood overnight, and that caused a price surge all the way up to 30.25, maybe about 30.30, before it started to cascade back down. Now, it didn't get the big number that we wanted. Didn't get all the way up to the top like everybody had hoped. Once it hit and we got towards the 3, then we got a cascade of sell-off all the way back down to 26. We fought our way back up to 28, back down to 24, and now it seems to be settling around 26.62 over the next day or two. We're going to see whether or not this moves the price any. At best, maybe this is going to change the 24.25 support level to a 26 or 27. Like I think that there's reason to be optimistic, but I'm pretty sure that at this point we need this market to go on a bull run, and then we need some enthusiasm and some excitement all around this place. But the big mover of the day, that's the safe apes. In my verse, anyway. In my verse, the safe apes are up big time. It's a small cap, but they're up 39% on the day, with a lot of buybacks coming in over the last little while. You can see here there's a lot more buy than there is sell going on right now, and that's a pretty good sign for the safe apes. Plus, they have a very good and very functional swap happening. However, the Volt Army is up 7.7% to the previous day. Now, if any of you saw my video, then you would know what I had to say, and I hope that I cleared the air. If there's anybody here from the Volt Army, then I hope that cleared the air as best I might. I can't always answer and fix everything for everybody. Some people are just not going to be happy no matter what I say, but I want to, if I'm going to be a representative of this product in some way, then it's important that I convey it the way it's supposed to be conveyed. And I mean, in fairness, I don't think that I was doing that the way that they wanted. And it was a fair criticism. And I went into their chat last night and had a sit down with them and took it for a little while and listened to everything they had to say. Agreed with most of it and tried to make a little bit of a course correction to help be more supportive of their product, because I really think that this thing is going to hit the billions of dollars market cap, and it's going to do it very soon. And it would be nice, not financial advice, if everybody was along with me. I know I'm going to be there, but I'm not sure about you. That's a decision that you have to make in your investments, but I'm going to be sticking along for the ride. So hope you are too. It'd be great to see. Saitama, man, oh man, Saitama had a little run up today. It's not huge, by the way. So if you're looking to make a play right now, You might want to pump the brakes just a little bit. And if you're going to make a play on a dip and not when your green candles are heading up. And I know what you're saying to yourself when I say that, like, oh my God, it's way down. How far down can it go? Well, we don't know yet. And, it takes some time. Like, you really have to just don't buy when it's on its way up. Buy when it hits a down trend. If you see some downtrend on it, be a good time to accumulate a little bit more. Remember, you can pick up a lot of Saitama for a very inexpensive price right about now. So do yourself a favor and pick yourself up a bag. Terra is trading at 24.12. We're getting a lot of rumblings, guys. Just so you understand, we're getting a lot of these little rumbling sentiments. And I reset my computer today, so everything that I have is way off. We had some rumblings, and that led to a nice run of green candles. Then we had a sell down, which is the normal sell down, by the way. If you're paying attention or if you're ever watching the Terra product, for sure. But during the course of normal American business, we tend to have this downward movement that lasts until the evening. And then we have this big spike up around 7, 8, 9 o'clock. That's when you come over here, you might see some sideways action. That was the down market. But when you start to find these channels and these trends you see right here in the overnight markets, you see a lot of green here. So I think that means that the Asian market really appreciates what Terrarium brings to the table, and they're interested and they're investing in it. So that's what I would think. I just got out of, by the way, an AMA with Jonathan P.R. Torres and a guy named Anime. I believe they're both with Saitama. I'm not sure if they're developers or not, but I know that they are Wolfpack members, and they had an AMA with the WAGMI group who killed it and crushed it one more time. But we're trading at 13 million market cap right now. There's a couple of green candles just recently, and we're about to launch into the beta, and there's a lot to like about the WAGMI product. But I don't want to bore you with the details right now. But you know what they are. This is one of those gem cryptos that's going to have a gameplay coming right away, and it should be a fun run. The metaverse is not hot, by the way. If somebody tells you that the metaverse is hot right now, they're not paying attention, and they're not looking around. So don't fall for that. Pick your spot, pick your place. Shift token, by the way, for those of you that are into physical fitness, the Shift token is a great opportunity to make a play. It is so what's going on with the Shift token is it's going to have this thing called the Shift app, aptly named, but it's a physical fitness app, and it's going to be able to allow you to track your food. It's going to allow you to track your workout. You can use it to lose weight, to gain muscle, whatever it is that you're looking to do physically. And then it's got a thing called Battlegrounds, and you will have devices that, and it's just your phone as a device. And you can also buy a wearable watch, I think a little bit after launch. I'm not sure exactly on the date on it. I'll have to get back to you, but you can buy a watch and your phone, and it will track you, and you will go against somebody else, and you can gamble your Shift tokens and bet them that you can complete a task before they can, whether it be just running around the block, running a mile, running a half mile, whatever it is. You can wager this person, and it will use some revolutionary technology, including artificial intelligence and GPS tracking to make sure that you're not cheating, plus visual identification and a scan of your body and your heart rate, etc., to make sure that you are in fact the person that's doing it, and you can go on a race against other people, and it'd be kind of cool. Tomorrow, Shiba Doge is going to take center stage, and when they take center stage, we should be, and I got my fingers crossed on this one, we should be in for a pretty good run. I think that they're going to announce, and I don't know who it is, but I think it's going to be Shiba. I think it's going to be Doge. I think it's going to be Baby Doge. I think it's going to be everybody Elon related or Elon centric that they're going to partner with in order to send this thing to the moon. The Elon charity space event is coming up, and they're going to send Elon a caricature to space on a spaceship, and they've got the help of some people from SpaceX, and they are people that Elon regularly interacts with on Twitter. So I feel like it's gonna make something happen. So I'm deep into Shiba Doge, just kind of sitting there patiently waiting for that move to the upside. So we'll see what happens, but I think it's a good play. CVC had their listing on Bitmart today. Now it kept the price going sideways, but you see here there's just a little sell down. Like it's just, this market is just a struggle. As soon as there was a sell off, of course, it was the opportunity this morning at 8 a.m. for, just like everything else, just drop off a cliff for a little while, and now it's continuing to the side. And we'll see what happens over the long term. Bitmart didn't give it the up that it was looking for, but it did give it a nice little run, knowing that it was coming. We just, this is something that's going to take a little bit of time, a little bit of backing. Did nobody any favors when some other tokens had bought up, and they're entitled, by the way. As an investor, you're entitled to buy in. But they bought up, and then they had like a massive sell off that they did all at once. Just targeting to try to wreck a price, and that's investors are investors. They can do what they want. I don't like it, but they are able to do that if that's what they want to do. And Shiba. Here we go. Price action has been moving around. It's just kind of been bubbling, trending a little bit sideways. I think we're on the verge of a move to the upside. There's some things working in the background that if you go into their Telegram, you're going to see a lot of stuff happening in the background. It's going to be coming out very soon. And then when it does, I think that Shiba is going to be kind of in a position to just go on a big run. And I think it would be nice, and I think they need it. I think they kind of deserve it. They're working on their mobile, and they're working on a version 2 of the game. So there's a lot of things like under the hood that are happening. We're just not there yet. So we'll see what we see. And then the BTFA entry point, for those of you that were paying attention, or any of you guys that listened, the entry point is right where we are right now. So if you were looking to make a play and to get back in, then now would be a good time to get into BTFA, because it looks like from the chart that it's probably going to go on a pretty big run. And I don't know how far to go, how high it'll go. Obviously, when we were having this conversation 2 days ago, and I told you I wasn't comfortable with this move right here, that it was going to come back down. It came right back down, and it came down to this line of support. It did not go down to the 1,000 line. It went to the 1,100 line, which is pretty good. So it's maintaining support, keeping a higher low, and I mean that's all you can really ask for. There's a little line at 1,200. We'll see how this plays out, but if the market sentiment continues to move in a positive direction, and from what I see, or what I have seen so far, oh God, I can't do that. Ethereum is on a dip because the Chinese market or the Asian markets are taking profit. So we'll see how this goes. I'm seeing a lot of red. I saw a lot of green leading up to the 8 o'clock number, and 13 minutes into 8 o'clock, I'm starting to see a whole lot of red. So we'll see how this levels out. Might be a little profit taking first thing in the morning, people rearranging their money, making some plays. And then maybe we're going to be a go. Maybe we'll see a nice big run up. But that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Now, guys, let's get there we go. Get ready for tomorrow. Bitcoin. I'm going to go through these as fast as I possibly can. Love your updates. I appreciate you, man. Volt. Love from Suriname. All right, that is awesome. And I appreciate you being in Volt, man. I appreciate you being in Volt. I think that I really think that is one kick-ass project. Blessed bro from Bloomington. Hey, man, I'm in Munster, Indiana tonight, so I'm with you, man. I'm Indiana as well. Although I'm still going to be a Louisville Cardinal fan. Can't get over that. What's going on, DNA? What's up, JG? You think Phantom Project is likely to do a 10x within that first week? I don't know about that. I got some background information. I got some people behind the scenes that are telling me big numbers, but I don't know if we're going to see big. I don't know if we're going to see the numbers, if the market's going to be right. I mean, it's possible. It's definitely something that might happen, but I just don't know. Like, I feel bad making a pitch like that and saying that that's what that's a doable thing. But I am told that some of the guys in the background are predicting up to like a 25 or a 30x. Like they think, um, I think they are. I don't know how it plays out. Sorry, guys, I'm distracted a little bit. I'm gonna say 5x. I have not, and by the way, just so you guys know, I'm aping into this thing, Phantom Project. So I'm nervous. So I don't want to call it a 10x because just the thought of that is giving me anxiety because, I'm not balling, but I'm happy with where I am. I'm not unhappy. It just feels crazy to me to say that there's going to be a 10x on that just like that. Volt Army in the house. What's going on, guys? Love your content, but at the Volt, you know what? So to settle that, Volt, I have been. They originally, they just like any other promo. They paid me for some promos early on, but I liked the project and I was involved in the project and invested in the project from an early date. So I felt like I was part of the Volt Army, and I kind of kept to the side and did my own thing because I've got my own thing going on, and it's difficult for me to get into the chats, and it's really difficult for me to connect with all the people that are in there. So during the course of that time, I'm doing Volt videos every day, and they decided that they were going to continue to support me, and they have, and they've been very supportive. But then the other day, I mentioned something that they thought was against what they believe, and they asked me if I'm going to continue covering, could I represent them in a way that they want to be represented. And I have no problem with that. Like, I'm not out here trying to be a dick to anybody. I'm not out here trying to be difficult to anybody. The whole thing and the whole idea here is I'm going to give you the truth. And the truth is sometimes that they don't believe the same way that I believe. And they didn't believe the same thing that I did. And that was okay. So they asked me, could I deliver their message instead of me just going crazy and riffing? So, I'm good with it. I appreciate the fact that they took the time. I didn't know that Austin was doing that. I have no idea what's going on there. I know I don't have an NFT, and they said they were going to send me one, but I didn't get one. So what's up, man? What's going on? Volt in the house. Ride that Volt wave. Yeah. Diamond hands. That's what they want. They want, there's an analogy that they use, and that's what I repeated today. Take your props on the way up. I'm not that. The only place I've had a problem was Saitama because I don't think they were doing things right. Haven't had a problem with anywhere else. So I spelled Shiba wrong. Well, it's actually Sheeba. So how about that? There is a bomb in here. Thank you, Keith. What's going on, man? Get ready. Bitmart tomorrow, plus reflections in USDT. Guys, do you want to make free money? Because that's what you get when you do free money. They're doing 4 to 6 exchanges for June and July. 2 are tier 1 and a tier 2. So there's all kinds of stuff going on with CVC. Like, it's going to be, this thing is going to get on just a massive run, especially when they start to redesign, do a few things that kind of brighten up the look, the appeal, and get them real competitive. Like, we haven't seen the competitive part. Right now, we've just seen the part where they're doing kind of the same things as CMC and CG. Like, you're seeing the same rankings. But when you start to see the different rankings and you start to see the rankings that reflect that, excuse me, that Saitama is listed way up there, or that Hex is listed in the top 10, when you start to see that, then it's going to make some people uncomfortable because they didn't know that, or they don't know that. So, like, this is going to be a good run. Big fan here. Can you check out Musk Cult? Absolutely. And I know some of the guys on Musk Cult came from Pongo, so I have made it a point to check it out. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Time runs out on me sometimes, so I apologize. I am trying to get to everybody and everything. So we'll see. I'm going to get there. I may not agree with it. I may not like it. I don't know yet. I haven't had a chance. All I did was I saw a kick-ass picture of Elon Musk with a cult mask. I thought that was awesome. So, I mean, you definitely got my curiosity. Now you just got to get my time. I apologize that I don't have it all the way, all the time, but I'm working on it. What about the Saitama Inu future coming 6 months? Please advise. Listen, Saitama's got a lot of problems, and they're going to continue to have problems on the way up because there's a lot of people that want to get uninvested in what they're invested in because they got wrecked and they overinvested or they over leveraged themselves, and then the money went down. So they want to get their money back out and they want to invest it where they want to invest it because everybody wants to make money. And if you lost a bunch of money off of Saitama, then you don't appreciate what they did and you want to get out. So you're going to have to deal with those. So you just need new investors coming in. As long as you keep getting new investors coming in, Saitama will be fine. Just going to take a little time. That's all. It's just going to take a little bit of time. Shiba in the house. What's going on, man? We definitely need a bull run. I consolidate some of my plays. Like I had money everywhere. I consolidate some of my plays to make it a little bit easier. So I am waiting for that bull run. CVC is going to pump. It's just a matter of time right now. Web3 equals. I have not touched Web3. I did not get involved in that. I had nothing to do with anything right there. So, yeah, yes, you do. And it's going to come. I mean, we all know it. This is just a weak market. Like we're just transferring money around. It's a weak market, but we're going to get there. I don't know anything about Volt. What's its use case? Okay, William, let's play a game here of Volt Inu. I'll send you right now. I'm going to put the website into the chat, and you can go over there. You can attach your wallet, and you can play the game. They have a game, and you can win cryptocurrency by playing the game. Saitnobi staking. I love Saitnobi staking, by the way. If any of you guys are not doing that, and if you're like me and you still think that Shinja is going to have a run, and you think that Saitama is going to have a run, it's just going to take some time, then the best place for you to be placing your money right now is 100% Saitnobi. Saitnobi's their thing right now is just kind of off the charts. Let me show you just so you can understand. Like when the price drops on Saitnobi, then how am I not tracking it? Son of a bitch. All right, guys, I reset my computer today, so everything is not where it used to be. So in Saitnobi, they're trading at 22.88, but if you go over here to their website, they have a dashboard, and all you have to do is attach your wallet. And when you attach your wallet, then it tells you how much you stake your Saitnobi, and then you get 106% APY for in Saitama rewards and Shinja rewards. So like I've been doing this for maybe 2 weeks and already have 1 billion Saitama, and I only put $1,000 into this, but I'm getting a lot of Saitama and I'm getting a lot of Shinja rewards. So guys, I'm a big fan of what Saitnobi's doing, just because it's giving me crypto. What's your prediction for Saturday with Volt? I mean, the easiest play and the easiest thing for me to say is that it's going to drop a 0 in the next couple days. I don't know if it's going to be that Saturday. I think that it might be, but it's at least going to drop a 0 within a couple days because there's some announcements, and I don't know the exact announcements. There's this underlying sentiment, and nobody's going to say anything until it's all said and done. And nobody wants to spoil any surprises because you want that surprise, because you want that pump. But what I hear is there are going to be a couple of big announcements, and I mean major announcements that are going to happen just like right away when version 2 launches. Plus, you're going to see a lot of people start to make some buy-ins that are not making the buy-ins right now. And when you see that, then I think it's going to pump the price. It's going to pump it up a little bit more than anybody even thought to begin with. And then because of the reduction in supply. And then you're just going to see this thing start to take on a life of its own, and you're going to see it keep moving, and you're going to see like exchanges coming. You're going to see advertising coming for the Volt game. By the way, if any of you guys, if you're in Shiba, if you're in Web3, I don't care. If you're in Saitnobi, you guys owe it to yourselves to go to the Volt website and and sign up your crypto for that game. I think, give me 1 second here. I think that the person to talk to is Cassidy. Go into the Volt chat and talk to Cassidy. Sign your team up because they just did the first burn and they burned $20,000 worth of Volt, 10,000 worth of, I think it was Shib Duty. And like Shib Duty came out of nowhere at the end and had a nice run. And then then there was a 5K burn for Kolatama. So all you have to do is play this game a little bit and get yourself ranked up there, and you could burn $5,000 to $10,000, maybe even $20,000 worth of your own crypto at a very minimum. So if you want diminished supply and you want reduced supply, this is an easy way for you to get some of it. I think it's going to be the play of the year too. Like that's why I've been at this for so long, because I know that this is going to be one of those things that's just going to make that move. Shiba's going to make that move too. Like if you're playing that game and you're accumulating, I'm staking right now. So you can stake, by the way, your Shiba as of today. So go and do that. Earn yourself some more Shiba and keep playing the game and keep earning more. So there you go. This is a pretty good prediction right here. That's going to drop 2 zeros, and that's going to be it's going to be 110. That's 105x from where we are right now is the prediction that you're looking at on the screen right now. So that could be interesting. What is your opinion on SBAYC? I don't know anything about SBAYC. What is it? SBAYC. Oops. Some of the time I don't get these things until you guys bring them into me. So now that I'm seeing it, Shiba Yacht Club. Okay, so there's Yacht Club Inu and there's Shiba Yacht Club, and this one's got a nice pump going. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it. Like, what are we? How many days later are we here? We're 15 days into this thing, and it just hit its all-time high. I think that's a pretty good sign. It's a low market cap. I can see that from the transactions. 633,000 market cap. Like I wouldn't bet the farm on it, but like it's got a pretty good. I mean, that is a green wall, and even the profit taking doesn't deter me because there's been some. It looks like there's some buybacks that are happening here. That's what this looks like. It just looks like there's some buyback and burn that's happening. So that's probably not legitimate buys because it's the same wallets over and over again doing buys and sells. So it's just churning the price and adding reflections. But when you come over here and you look, you start to see a whole bunch of different wallet addresses. So I'd be happy with that. There's a lot of volume coming through it and a lot of burn happening because of it, and a lot of price action happening, and that's creating reflections and adding to their wallets. So you could certainly do worse. You could do way worse in this market. So he's not funding BTFA. I didn't think so. It didn't seem like it. It seemed kind of odd that would be a thing. Explained a dozen times how I wasn't funding them. For Christ's sake, drop it already. I don't even know what happened. So like I'm completely out of whatever it is. So they don't let you track so many. You know what? You can nice hash. You can actually add more. I just don't have. I think I'm supposed to have like 1,000 dexed, and which I should put it. And but then, oh yeah, the reason that I don't is because my wallet is Coinbase, and I couldn't figure out how to attach the Coinbase wallet to Dex tools. So I just didn't even bother with it, and it just never. I just always like, I wish I could have more, because I think you can have like up to 20 if you do it that way. Thinking about getting into Volt. If you're thinking about getting into Volt, man, you should absolutely get into Volt. When you're considering your entry point in Volt, very complicated right now. So there's no. You see what's happening right here. This is probably this is the liquidity. This is a liquidity sell-off and buyback that happens sometimes, and it's not going to happen again. There's not enough days left, I don't think. So like this right here on this candle is probably going to be the last entry point that you get. because like we're splitting hairs at this point between 33 and 34. It kind of stays pretty strong right there. And as you can see, as soon as it dips to 3,000, it's immediately bought back up like very quickly. We're holding this support line. So I don't think that you're going to see much of a dip in the next couple of days. I think all you're going to see is significantly higher and elevated price action. So I would say that right now would be the best entry point that you're going to see. Maybe you'll get 100 points less, but bought the WAGMI dip before I'll pump today. Much love, Bleeves. Hey, man, I appreciate you. And I appreciate WAGMI. I can't wait to start playing that beta. Like it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Boba Tama's got some big stuff going. I know that it looks dead. I actually looked at it myself and I thought the same thing, but I also know that there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes right now, including a total rebrand. So you know what? I don't know why I can't type this in anymore. There's something wrong with my keyboard since the last update. So yeah, you're right that it looks like it's hit that flat line, but at the same time, it still has a $1.7 million market cap. It's got 147 ETH pulled into it. The daily volume is low because people have taken their profits and they moved on. And I mean, that's just what happens. Like, this is what I always tell you guys to pay attention for. This is an opportunity to make a play. Now, I don't know if they're moving over to a version 2. I heard some rumors that it was going to be a version 2 and it was going to be a total rebranding to be more in line with the Ghost wallet that's coming forward. So I would check the Telegram to make sure, because I'm a moron. I only hear it from other people and I'm repeating it right now. I haven't been in their Telegram and spent any time in the last day or two. So I have no idea exactly what the game plan is, but there is a game plan and they took it pretty high the last time. I think they're going to do the same thing again. I would get into Volt now before the migration if it pumps. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I really feel like this thing is just going to pump, and I just feel like Volt's going to keep pumping and keep pumping and keep pumping. Shiba is most undervalued gem out there. Shiba is a low market cap with a functioning game, and it's almost sacrilegious that it's not pumping to a much higher market cap as it is right now. But in fairness here, that is a testament to how difficult this market is right now. And by the way, when I say that, I also need to remind people, because I did this yesterday, Shinjurai has closed their doors. So if you have anything in Shinjurai, you had a couple more days to sell it and to cash out. They had paid me for a promo and an AMA the other day, and then they prepaid me for another promo that's supposed to be coming up in a couple days. And we're not doing that. I'm just leaving what they sent me in. And I usually don't like to take, by the way, if anybody is ever interested in hiring me or anything like that, I usually don't like to take your crypto. If I take your crypto and I decide to sell, then I'm wrecking your token. And as a representative, I don't want to do that. So I asked them to pay me in ETH, but they were kind of strapped at that moment. So I tried to do a favor and it just didn't work out. The developer decided he didn't want to be part of it anymore. Version 2 is not buyable. It's transferable. So you can buy version 1 and then you can transfer your tokens over. What's going on, man? That's a shame you're playing FUD. Yeah, I don't think Austin's a fudder. Like, I don't think he's I think, matter of fact, he's still in secret BTFA chat with us. So I'm pretty sure that he's not doing whatever that is. Keep playing Shiba. Absolutely. While you're watching, let's hit some likes. Hey, man, hit the like button. Help me out here. I'd appreciate that. Let's get that CVC pump. Are you in on the strange Inu token Pablo and Adam been covering? Any thoughts? I have not looked into it. I saw that they were doing it. They didn't reach out to me when it started. So I was like, you know what? I'll leave that one on the shelf. I got plenty of these other tokens that I'm doing, that I'm working on, stuff like that. So I figured that was just going to be one of those pass moments. Looks like Saitama. Yeah, it's but you know what? It won't look like that forever. I still hold Boba. You should. Yeah, I think I imagine that we're going to be able to swap it over to a new token. I figure that that's going to be the case. We're just not there yet. SAPE listing tokens. Safe Ape is listing tokens. So that's why Safe Ape is continuing to have little pumps. At some point, guys, this is one of those things that's just going to hit a $10 million market cap, and you're going to be mad that you didn't get involved on it. I think, anyway. That charge pre-sale I got in, I missed the launch to sell some. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't buy any charge. I still have a problem with the way that thing is running. So Shiba's a real hidden gem. Yes, it is. I was going to do Shinjurai too. I was too, man. I thought as a holder, I thought as a holder that maybe I would have a shot. And I didn't want to win, by the way, but it would be awesome. I thought it would be awesome if I did have one around, because I was joking that like I'd be just cutting shit apart. I would be cutting my couch apart and shit like that. Is Kolatama dead? I don't know the answer to that. I don't know. They just played again. If anybody is in there or into it, they just played the Volt game, and in the Volt game, they took third place. So they just burned 5,000 in tokens, but that looks really. I'm not going to say it's dead, but it is definitely struggling. I think there's a lot of tokens that are struggling right now, and this market is not doing anybody any favors. So, I mean, we'll sit tight. Hopefully they made a good marketing wallet. Hopefully they've got some plays that they can make. I may be into Phantom 2. I'm going to take my shot, man. I'm going to see what happens. Oh. Dude. Austin didn't fudge. Sway is at fault. He forgot he'd set up an appointment with Austin. Austin simply said he didn't appreciate them ghosting him even after he waited for 45 minutes and reached out. I mean, that's fair. It's kind of fair for you to not be happy if somebody stands you up, and even if it's a lack of communication, like I don't like being stood up either. The one group of people that stood me up was one called Currency. Shiba Inu, please tell me there is one. I am going to buy baby tokens. Is there baby tokens? Please tell me that the tag on it is baby. If not, I'll do it myself. But anyway, like we are public speakers and public engagers of a sort, no matter what. So sometimes it occurs and it happens that we air out our grievances in public because that's what we do. I mean, like the thing is, in YouTube, you're called a content creator, and sometimes you just create your own content, and controversy sells cash, or controversy creates cash, something like that. It's, the people who invest just pay their tax bill. Yeah. But they took their profits out a couple months ago. So I don't think it's just that. It is partially, but I think that the market didn't do this last time at the same point. So I don't think that it's entirely that. I think people are just a little nervous. But you never know. You never know when it's just going to take off. Like when it's just going to get absolutely parabolic and just like send itself to the stratosphere. So we'll see what happens. Let's do this and see if anything happens. I just sent out a bat signal, see if anybody shows up that wants to hang out for a few minutes. Can you take a quick look at Avalanche and Shiba X? These are my first two ever projects on the Avalanche network, hoping they can have a Croge-like pump. Okay. Phantom has a whitelist and a public pre-sale. Yes. They have a whitelist so that you can get in early to make sure that you get in, and then they're going to open up for pre-sale so that everybody who didn't get on the whitelist can get in. But whitelist just ensures that you get in first. That's all it is. And it doesn't really affect the price. You're getting the same price. Do you like Shiba? I love Shiba. I'm incredibly excited about it. Shib Toro got listed on say there we go. Like those type of things like that causes that those are the things that cause communities to start to come together. That's when you start to see these things manifest themselves, and people start to become they start to get together. So that's a pretty good thing. Like I think so anyway. All right. Now we're going to go take a look over here. Where did we go here? Yeah, the whitelist ends in 24 hours. I think Shiba's got a big future. Is there a difference between the Phantom pre-sale and whitelist? No, there's no difference. It's all the same thing. Can you take a quick look? I'm going to come back here to this one right here because I did want to check these out. I am definitely interested in Avalanche. I've lost everything on my list too, so I'm not even sure what I was tracking back then. Ooh, this had a nice run. God damn. I hope you got in at the beginning. If you got in at the beginning, then you're feeling really good about your position right about now. I don't even know what it does, though. Let's do a quick Google search. Token. I don't know. Does it do anything? Like, is it like there's nothing readily available that says that it does anything. So, like, does it have a function? There we go. We are live on Trader Joe. It looks like it's just a meme token. So it's on Whalecoin. I mean, it's a meme coin. It's going to pump. It's going to dump. If they have some uses, if they have something that they're going to do with it, then, you know, maybe it'll establish a little bit of traction and create something out of it. But, you know, just like looking at it right now, 4% marketing, 2% to the max wallet, and then 4% to the liquidity pool. It doesn't do anything. Like, this is one of those things where you buy, you get in, you get up, then you get out. Like that's what this one looks like. I wouldn't if I'm invested in it, I wouldn't stay invested. I would take my profit and try to move on as quickly as I possibly can, because that one looks risky to me. And it's no disrespect to anybody who's a developer or anything on that project, but like, we just went to their website and there's not even a use case. So like, I would be a little bit nervous about that. And I don't see an Avalanche Shiba X. Yeah, there's no AVAX Shiba X, so I'm not sure what that one is. Quick swap, Chrono. Yeah, there's. Yeah, I don't see one, so we're gonna have to move on for that. Good luck on that investment, though. I mean, I hope it works out for you. All right, what else we got here? Do you like Shiba? I love Shiba. Phantom. There's no difference there. We're in a bear market, so no, it's tough. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think that, and I think we're trying to get out of it, but we're just gonna have to wait. Like, one day, we're gonna wake up and the market is just gonna be going absolutely bonkers. Yeah, so Pixul is Pixul. I'm in the, I think there's a whitelist, by the way. If you go to their website, pixul.io, pixul.io, I think you can get into the whitelist now. So I got into that one. Then I got into the Phantom whitelist as well. And I mean, we'll see where they go. But Pixul kind of had a use case because it was focused on creating an ecosystem for tokens. So like, it seemed like, as I'm reading through it, like it's a bunch of technological jargon, but it's the kind of technological jargon that makes you realize right away that these guys are serious about what they're doing. And it's we can go take a look at it for just a second here. Pixul. So you got a fully doxed group of people, and the ecosystem. They want a freelance NFT marketplace. That doesn't move me. That everybody has an NFT marketplace. DeFi protocol, multi-chain, decentralized finance protocol that allows you to receive benefits as a Pixel holder, which basically means that you have staking, stuff like that. Multi-chain support, staking, governance token, which is X-Pixel with governance voting, farming pools, cross-chain swaps, and further development in the future. I don't really worry about that. But a point of sale system. And I thought originally when I looked at this that it was going to be proof of stake. And I thought, it's like, I don't really want to know about that. That's just blockchain jargon. But it turned out that it is a point of sale system that will allow business owners and entrepreneurs to accept a magnitude of cryptocurrencies in fiat. That's a big deal. If you can create some kind of infrastructure that's easy, just a software that's easy enough for people to trade cryptocurrency. I don't want you to trade. I wouldn't want you to really be doing that with cryptocurrency. Maybe USDT or maybe USDC or something like that, or DAO or whatever stablecoin. Sure, but I wouldn't want you to use your own cryptocurrency to buy stuff. It doesn't really accomplish anything, and all you're doing is giving away potential profits in the future, in my opinion. And people like that, they can hold for a little bit longer. So all you're doing when you're using your cryptocurrency to buy stuff is making the rich richer. Take your profit as you're doing it and convert it to whatever you want, and then buy whatever it is you want to buy. Pre-sale ends 24 hours, I think. And now, wait a minute. Let me rephrase that. The whitelist on Phantom ends in 24 hours, but the pre-sale starts, I think, Sunday or something like that. I mean, you're just gonna have to follow them on Telegram and check their website. Like, they'll announce all the stuff. We got the man in the house right now.
Hey, I just wanted to stop in. I'm at a birthday party. Finally got a little bit of break. It's been a long day, but I wanted to stop in and say hello and see how everybody's doing.
What's going on, man? We're actually talking about Phantom as we speak about the whitelist.
I can tell you this: it's been crazy. There's already been over 700 applications submitted for whitelisting.
All right, guys, just so you understand, when you're doing this whitelist, there's a hard cap of 5 ETH per purchase. And if there's 750, then that is a potential of at least 700 ETH, maybe. But if everybody's going hog wild on it, that's up to 3,500 ETH. So get on this whitelist if you want an opportunity. Make sure that you are applying.
I want people to understand we're gonna, go do obviously the team and myself. We will go through, sometimes there's going to be duplicates emails because obviously sometimes people will submit more than once. But every email will be gone through, and then people who are selected will receive an email getting notified that they will be on the whitelist. And then when the whitelist opens up for pre-sale, there will be obviously a period of time, a block, where whitelisters will have time to purchase their pre-sale tokens before it actually goes public to the public sale. So my suggestion is if you get on the whitelist and you truly want to make sure you get tokens, as soon as it goes live and it's announced, I would get on there and make sure you get it in, because with this many people already interested, I can't say for sure, but it's got a lot behind it, and there's still a lot more marketing through the rest of the week. So if you get on the whitelist, make sure you definitely take the time when it opens up to get your tokens.
You heard it from one of the men there themselves. This is one of the guys that knows what's going on with that project. And by the way, when we were talking about this earlier, like we were, and Kings and I were on the phone really talking about this at one point, a 2,000 ETH hard cap. You got to remember the CVC pre-sale was, I think it was 1,500 or something like that. It sold out in 26 hours. This thing could sell out even faster with even more Ethereum. There's a lot of buzz underlying this project. So, make sure that you get and take advantage of the opportunity if it's in front of you. Again, not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. I'm telling you that I'm in, and I sent my application over the first thing that I saw it. So I don't know about you guys. Make your own decisions for your investments, but I am absolutely in on this one.
I will say this: I'm at a party right now. I will be holding a VC in the Phantom Telegram. So if anybody does want to come through, that'll be at 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will be giving more details of kind of what the plan is moving forward with everything. So I'm going to definitely finish up here, and then, like I said, there will be a VC around 9:30 in the Phantom Telegram for more information for anybody
Well, there
that
you go,
wants
guys.
to attend.
40 minutes. There's going to be in 40 minutes. Make sure that you're in the Phantom Telegram. There's going to be a voice chat. Whose birthday is it, by the way?
It's my fiance's father's. It's 73rd birthday.
Oh man, congratulations to him for making it that far.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Well, I'm gonna head out. Please just want to stop by and say hello.
All right, brother.
I appreciate everybody, and I'll see you later.
All right, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
See you, bro. All right. You really heard it from the man himself. This is the guy that's been behind closed doors. He's been making this whole thing go. He's the main. He's not one of the developers, but he is one of the main marketing guys that's behind it. And if they've got that many people trying to get in on this, then I would say that it's a safe bet that that guy that said, is it going to 10x? I mean, again, I don't think it's going to. I don't like it. I don't know, but I'm going to take my shot. I'm going to take my shot, man. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to put in 5 ETH and see where it takes me. Yeah, that's the pre-sale. There we go. And I'm going to skip through here a little bit, make sure I'm caught up. Yeah, Pixul pre-sale is going to be in May. I've been waiting for Crow to drop back to 39, but it's just not happening. There's a lot of strength behind it. Crow has a lot of strength, and even in a down market right now, there's a lot of people that just understand, like, it's crypto.com. It can't not succeed. So that being the case, like, you'd be foolish to sell. So a lot of people are just hodling and holding on, and that's keeping that price action in a very good position. Can you check Shiba, please? Are they live in staking? Yeah, Shiba is live on staking. You can go in there right now and start staking. It's at stake.shibainu.io. Attach your wallet. You have to manually put in the entire amount, by the way. There's no max button that I saw. So you have to type it in, and then after you type it in, then it'll go. Nobody can stop BTFA. The humans can stop the monkeys, the apes. Oh, no, that's right. We died in Planet of the Apes. Shit. Maybe we can't. Yeah, the Phantom hype is legit, man. There's a lot of people that are behind this. There's a lot of people. Do you know how to trade for a Crow coin? Can you add a Crow wallet to MetaMask like FTM or BNB? I do not know the answer to that. You're going to have to find somebody who's better than me to answer that one. I bought my Crow on Coinbase. So, and by the way, I'm not staked right now. I just bought it, but I haven't even transferred it to crypto.com. Haven't made a Crow node. I haven't done anything with it. I'm just holding on to it at this point. So there is no guarantee we are on whitelist due to selection. I'm not sure what due to selection means, but I assume that if it's first come, first serve, then yeah, there's a possibility that we're not going to make it. I'm going to be upset if we don't, but that's just, for me, that also reminds me that there's a lot of FOMO from people on this thing, which means that it'll probably move early and probably make a pretty good amount of profit for the people that did get in. And I'm going to hope that I get in. Matter of fact, I filled out my whitelist early today. So I'm not sure if I was one of those first bunch of people, but as soon as I saw it, it had only been up for like a half hour, maybe. So I feel like I'm in a good place. So we'll see. If I don't have Telegram or Twitter, I don't know what your first question was. I apologize. I don't know what I'm answering the question to on that, David. So, like, send another message here to specify. I'm proud to have been a part of the CVC pre-sale. Me too. Me too. I felt really good about that. I thought that it went really good. It didn't work out as optimally as it should, but it did. For everybody that got in early, they did make a little bit off of it. So I think that's a good thing for the original investors. Not a fan of a whitelist. I'm not either. I'm a big fan, but it's the thing that moves the needle right now. It's the FOMO creator. It's the one that gets people to pay attention. It makes people not want to miss out. Have you looked at the Omnia presale? I have not. And JLTT, if you want to send me, because I can't talk about it, I won't be able to talk about it now because I'm about to wrap up. But if you have some information on it, send it to me at tomnationwide@gmail, and I can absolutely look into it. Or Twitter is at Bleeves Crypto. I would be more than happy to kind of give it a once over and look at it, and I'll let you know what I think. Nancy Pelosi on that white list. Here's what she'll do. She'll be on the white list and she'll be like, it's not a problem because we're in Congress. That's just ridiculous. And then when everybody's like, you bitch, she'll be like, that's what I meant to say. I meant to say it's bad, not good. Two-faced bitch. Where's Phantom whitelist info? It's on their website. Who are the team behind Phantom? You're gonna have to go look that up on their website. The information is all over there. You're just gonna have to go to phantomproject.io. I think that's what it is. Go look up the Phantom Project on Twitter. Start there. Let's see if I can get you a quick link. Here we go. Phantomproject.io. Here we go. That's where you can go to start your research. Can you explain how the Volt price will work after migration? Are we having like an 80% increase from more Friday? No, it will carry over. I don't know. I mean, it really depends on price action. The price that we get when we migrate over is going to be based on the price action at the close when we merge over to version 2. So if one goes on a run and it goes up to 50, then your tokens will be worth whatever 50 is in the new system. It's going to have the same approximate value. So if your tokens are worth $10,000 at the end of close on version 1, then they're going to be worth $10,000 when you open on version 2. It will be the exact same. Can I get on the whitelist if I don't have Telegram or Twitter? No, you're going to have to make a Telegram or Twitter if you want to get on that whitelist. That's what they require. What's going on, man? Sir, better than you. You know what I used to use? I used to use like you, only better. And people really hated that. Not as much as they hate I'm always right, but like you, only better did not go over well with a lot of people. But I've always been that kind of obnoxious guy that does that stuff. So no one will know an exact starting price until we check that morning. Yeah, that's exactly right. It's like what you have to understand, Kyle, is that we're doing constant trading. So there's constant trading still going on Volt. So until that's done, then we're not going to have a final price. But whatever the trading price is, whatever it ends at is what it's going to begin with on the next crypto. So it literally will not matter how it is when it transfers over. Just be ready for a nice big fat run Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon, whenever it gets released. I'm not sure exactly what time, but when it gets released, just be prepared for a big run because I have a feeling that it's just going to start going crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, guys, I am going to get out of here. I am actually going to go sit down and go ahead with the noob question first. I know exactly price this morning. I made a Telegram just to get in the whitelist pre-sale. Let's hope for the best. Yeah, just give it a shot and see what happens. Drinward, do you have a question? Can we expect to see a huge run and then a big fall off? Probably. I don't think so. Like Volt doesn't work the same as other tokens. Drinwar, just 1 second, I'll answer that. You can't see a huge run and a fall off with Volt because the people that are investing in Volt are different than the average pump and dump type people. At some point in the future, that might happen because it's almost unavoidable at some point. There will be people that will want to sell off and take profits, et cetera, et cetera. But I don't think that you have anything to worry about there because the people that are in Volt, they get cultured and taught to hold on, and I think that they've been pretty good about that. So we'll see. How do you think CVC will pump tomorrow? Yes, I do, but that depends on the market. If the market gives us favorable weather, if we get a nice something or other coming out of this market, Tara, give me 1 second here. ETH is trading at 30.27, so we probably need a little bit more ETH, like a little bit more pump on Ethereum, in order for me to say yes, it will. So it's right now it's just a guess. New question: why white sale instead of just running a pre-sale? So the reason for the white sale is to make sure that early adopters, early investors get an opportunity to get in, so that the most interested parties put in an application to be approved. I mean, that's pretty much the reason. The whitelist is for the people who are there at the very beginning of the project, and it really is preventing people who are just finding out today or tomorrow, excuse me, from cutting in line. I mean, you know, when I'm out here finding projects, or when somebody's out here finding projects, you find a new project and you try to get in early. That is the very basis behind the crypto. The more you settle in at the lower price, the more you're able to quote unquote moon when it goes on a big run. And the whole premise is don't let anybody skip their spot in line. I don't want anybody to get in before me. I want everybody to get in after me, because that's how the money is made. So that's really what it is. Wife wants me to say she likes the background. I'm a little more partial to the clown. I like the clown too. I thought that the clown was really cool. But like I try to flip. I've been making these. Like I'm going through them and just flipping to different ones each day just to change it up a pace. I'm also doing a new intro for the nightly update tomorrow. It's going to be probably the same graphics, but it'll have it'll be just a little bit different with the words and stuff like that. Or I may just go completely different. No futters will stop BTFA. No, they will not. I appreciate your work. You genuinely answered. No problem, man. It's my pleasure. Running pre-sale meant why the whitelist beforehand. Again, you got the answer. It's just so that people that are in line don't get screwed over. Sunshine and blue skies tomorrow for CVC. I hope so, man. I really hope so. It sucks I don't have a Twitter, so I can't get into the whitelist. I mean, you can make a Twitter. You're not like, I mean, hey, man, unless the CIA is after you, you're good to go, man. I want to get more Volt, but not sure about paying fees to buy and then to migrate. Shannon, the fees to migrate are absolutely nominal. So if that's your concern, I wouldn't be concerned about it, because yes, you would have to pay more, but I think my transfer fee was $6 when I did it. Like it was almost insubstantial. And if I'm not, let me go see what the and the Gwei right now is 39. I mean, it's like dirt cheap to make transactions. I don't know how the traffic is, so I don't know what the fees are, but I mean, it seems like it's pretty cheap right now to do any kind of transfer or any kind of transaction. So you need Twitter for crypto, stay up on things. Yeah, you really do. Hey, what's going on, man? Don't worry, Phantom will soon replace Twitter. I think Phantom replaces, I don't know that Phantom replaces Twitter. I think Phantom replaces Telegram. I think that's really what it replaces. But we're gonna have to see it play out. Like it's supposed to. It should replace both of them in the Twitter's face, But I don't know. Like we're just gonna have to see it play out. Did you get confirmation on your whitelist application? I don't know the answer to that. Matter of fact, let's go look. Oh yeah, I did. No, I didn't. God damn it. It says within 24 hours, so I haven't seen it yet, but it's probably, I'm sure it's coming. They said it was like 24 hours later, so I don't have anything now, but we'll see. Hey, if I want to calculate BNB price at a percentage dip, do I just enter 0.05? I mean, that's how you would calculate 5% of the price of something. But yeah, I mean, if that's what you're looking for as a 5% dip, then if it's a 5% dip, then what you would do is you would do 414 times 0.95, because you would take the you would take the 5% dip out of the equation, is really the way you would do that, so that you would know what the price is without having to then do the math afterwards. These ships up on Saitama. All right, man. WAGMI is going to treat us really good, man. I appreciate it. And hey, somebody else knows my name. This is kind of awesome. Especially cheap migration fees on BSC for Volt. Yeah, you know what? I got some BNB burning a hole in my pocket, and I don't know. I was thinking about putting half in Volt and half in WAGMI, and just seeing what happens. But then the other part of me says that I think WAGMI has a longer time before it starts to move. So I may just throw it all into Volt, just see what happens. Yeah, the blue chips are the ones that right now that are having those moments where it looks like their patterns are kind of predictable. I've been watching it all day. So yeah, it seems like a good one. Yeah, they are crazy high, right? Well, you know what? I just said 39 Gwei, so I don't know if the fees are really high at this moment. If you bought any before, like there might be a 24-hour thing, because I know that some of these tokens do have like whale traps and shit like that to prevent people from doing it. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you liking the channel. I just sent you an email. Okay, got it. I'll check that out. I won't get back to you until tomorrow or maybe later tonight if I get a moment, but we'll see. Won't replace Twitter or Facebook. The reason is that you won't be promoting crypto in your own circle of friends. You promote crypto outside your circle where people are not invested yet, and that is not entirely true in this space. Yes, but I don't think that we have the impact that we think that we have going throughout the Twitter sphere, and I think that we might be better served by collapsing this into a smaller group and using different mechanisms in which to attract new investors, like creating FOMO for the market. And I think that might be a better way to attract investors. I'm not an expert on it. It's just my idea, just kind of a principle that I think would probably work better than just going crazy. Oh yeah, it is in the email. Shiba's a strong project. You're welcome. Signed up for Phantom 0.1 ETH. I signed up for 5. Like I went in hard. Like I just, you know what? If I can get my 5 back out, and I can get if I get a 2x and I get 5 out, and then I get 5 that's still in, that's riding on it for a little while, then I'm gonna feel great about my position. The end. Like I just, hopefully I won't get wrecked. Hopefully it'll work out to my benefit, and hopefully I'll be able to take a profit and not like be in bad shape over it. It's a risk, but it's one that I'm going to take. See what happens before potentially missing this huge run. You got until Saturday, man. You've got, and when I say you, let me put it this way: I think you've got until Friday, and you've probably got until tonight, maybe tomorrow, and after that, the price is going to continue to just keep going and keep going and keep going. So what's going on, man? If you're not in Volt, by the way, this is probably going to be one of your last chances to miss, to not miss what's going to be a pretty big run. Like it really is probably going to be a nice little run that Volt is going to get on. So just pay attention to it. Do you know anything about Venti Swap? I don't know anything about it. But as with anything, if you want me to give it a look, I will be happy to give it a look. Email me tomnationwide@gmail.com or send it to me on Twitter at Bleeves Crypto, and I will be happy to take a look. It probably won't be tonight. Might not be until tomorrow, but I will take the time, and then I will reply to you by email, most probably what I think of it. And if I think enough of it, then tomorrow night it's going to be in here while we're doing the nightly update. So you just never know. You never know what will happen. All right. Bleeves always right. Man, I really like the way he thinks. Absolutely. So my Volt, I'll jump back in soon. Yeah, don't get left out, man. Like this is a great opportunity. You got to remember Remember one thing though, by the way, when I bring this stuff up, it's something that's very important. Know what you're dealing with and know the products that you're dealing with. When you're dealing with Volt, you're dealing with a 13% tax. So there's 13% tax going in, 13% tax going out. That includes reflections. So the whole premise behind making a move into Volt is to hold for a little while so that you're making way more than 13%. You need a 26% increase in the price action in order for you to make a profit. If you take your money out before that, you do not make money. You lose money just because of the cost in and out. With Saitama, that's 4%. With WAGMI, I think it's 10%. Might be 11. There's each one of them has a percentage. So pay attention to the percentages and don't get wrecked on anything. You're welcome. I'm long-term on Volt. My version 1 is on Trust. Can I just do nothing? I would take, I mean, listen, it's only a couple bucks to transfer it over to another wallet. I mean, I think it's like $3 or $4. So I would transfer it over to MetaMask because that's going to be the easiest one. And then make the transfer from there. What's the contract address for Volt? Give me 1 second here and I'll get it for you. Now, remember, this contract address for Volt that I'm giving you right now is for the version 1 product. The version 2 product has not launched. So when I'm giving you this, I'm giving you the version 1 to make your buy, and then you're going to have to do the transfer. So if the migration gas fees cost about 70, I think you should wait. I think you're doing it at the wrong time because like I literally spent not even $12 to approve it and do the transfer. So just wait a little while until there's not as many people on the chain and then do it. When you sign up for a whitelist or pre-sale, when do they take the crypto out of your wallet if accepted? So what that happens, they will, once they approve you, they will tell you to make a deposit into the wallet. And then in your approval email, they should just send you a wallet that'll say send your ETH there, and then you'll get confirmation of it, and then you'll have put the transaction hash in so that they know, and then they'll put it into a data sheet, and then they will send you the crypto. That's how they did it in CVC, I think, or maybe it was Pool.io. Yeah, it's Poolo.io. So what'll happen is there'll be a whitelist. In the whitelist, there'll be a pre-sale link. You'll go to the pre-sale link and Poolo.io. You will put in how much you want, what your wallet address is, and then you'll hit enter, and that'll be basically the end of it. Sorry about that. I got a little sidetracked on it, but it's Poolo.io is one of the easiest ones that you could ever do. Holding Terra strong. Me and my dad, I'm holding it strong too. Any day now, I feel like we're going to get a nice little pump out of it. I really do. Why is Volt going to pump Saturday? There's a list of reasons on why it's going to pump on Saturday. The logistics behind the transfer, the excitement behind the transfer from the original investors that are probably going to be getting in for even more because there's going to be a lower supply. They're going to want to buy more. This is some small things. And then there's going to be an announcement of some exchanges. There's going to be an announcement of some special programs. It's all coming on Saturday. Saturday is going to be the biggest day in Volt history. What do you think of selling my Boba for Volt? Then get back into Boba later. I don't know what the value is of your Boba. I'm not here to if it were me, I would make that play. If it were my money, I would make that play. You do what's right for you, but I would do that. Yeah, no worries, man. I think I answered you already. Do you always what signing up for? It says 0.2 is the minimum. Yep. Can you throw up a link for the Phantom? Shib Titan, if you just scroll back, it's back there. I just posted it a few minutes ago. Let me try to grab it one more time. Phantom. Here we go. Yeah, nobody's promised a pump, but it's going to pump. All right, guys, I am going to get off here. I am finally worn out. I think I'm going to take a nap, which is about what I call sleeping anymore. I'm going to take a nap for a little while because I got to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning, start making videos again. I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for your time. Remember, this is not financial advice, but I am always right. You guys have a good night.